Welcome. My name is Severin Garrett, and I am a certified health coach. And this is a call that we're doing for Marissa today. And we are so grateful that you have taken the time to watch this call live today, or that you'll be listening to the recording. I'm going to make our screen a little bit bigger so that everybody can see. And the goal or the purpose of our call today is just to share some really exciting news for Marissa. As most of you know, she's a health coach. She loves helping people get healthier and helping them with a healthy lifestyle. And she has recently decided to partner with the Juice Plus company because she's starting to realize how difficult it is for all of us to get enough fruits and vegetables in our diet, and especially her clients. I'm also a health coach, so I've experienced the same challenges, and you'll be learning more about a simple solution called Juice Plus that could help you get more fruits and vegetables into your daily routine. So I am very excited for Marissa to join us, and you know, she's already got a heart for health and nutrition. You guys that know her realize that about her. But the reason that we were attracted to the Juice Plus company is because it's a mission-driven company. Their mission is all about inspiring healthy living around the world. And that just fits well with Marissa, if you know her, obviously. And the other thing that I want to tell you a little bit about is my story and how I was introduced to Juice Plus. And just in a minute, we're going to hear from Marissa, who was also learning of this product recently and decided to add it to her personal life as well as her clients' solutions. I grew up in a home where my mother told us to eat our fruits and vegetables, definitely, but she didn't realize the importance of a diet rich in whole food nutrition. In other words, a lot of fruits and vegetables. So after being at home and going to college, I kind of got attracted to a low-fat diet. I don't know if some of you remember that craze that was going on, but they say now that the low-fat diets were a big part of some of the major health issues we're having in this country, whether it be high cholesterol, diabetes, cancer, all kinds of chronic illness, because low-fat eating allowed me to stay trim, and I looked healthy on the outside. I exercised at least 6 days a week, but I was unhealthy on the inside. And what I learned was that our bodies need 7 to 13 servings of fruits and vegetables in a given day in order to heal and restore our bodies or to prevent chronic illness and disease. For me, it worked into my early 40s. I was diagnosed with several conditions, and I was on 4 daily medications. I had a severe case of IBS, which was borderline Crohn's. I don't know if any of you are familiar with that, but it's pretty miserable, lots of horrific symptoms on a daily basis from eating foods that typically you would think would be healthy, like fruits and vegetables. The other thing, I was diagnosed with severe inflammation in my knees and hips because I'm a runner, and I just hadn't been getting the proper nutrition, so my body was starting to break down. So I was desperate. I was looking for a solution that would allow my body to heal in a natural way and not put chemicals in it every day. These are some photos of my husband and I. We love very active vacations, and we were finding that I was having trouble with some of those active vacations because of my health issues. So I was desperate. I was looking for a solution, and I'm so grateful that someone introduced me to the Juice Plus company and the product that's just fruits and vegetables in a capsule. That's all it is. It's actually tested every batch that there's no contaminants, heavy metals, or pesticides in there. So I was very skeptical, as I'm sure many of you might be today on this phone call. I thought, how can they get fruits and vegetables into those capsules? That makes no sense. And so I had to do some research, had to do some learning, but I should share with you 6 months later, after only adding Juice Plus, I was able to go off of all 4 of those daily medications with the assistance of my doctors. That gave me so much peace of mind, because I don't know about you, but you've seen these commercials that say there are severe side effects to putting medications in our bodies in some cases. And the 2 drugs that I was taking on a daily basis were pretty high-powered drugs. So I was very concerned about side effects, and the doctor said I would be on them for the rest of my life. So I love that God designed our bodies to heal from the inside out. And all I had to do was add more concentrated nutrition. The same thing would have happened if I would have been able to eat 17 to 20 fruits and vegetables every day, but I just couldn't do that. It was too hard. I either didn't like the taste and I had to have a variety every day, or I couldn't afford them because organic vegetables are expensive. And finally, I'm always in a hurry, and just trying to get that many fruits and vegetables into my diet was very, very difficult. So I'm so glad someone introduced me to Juice Plus, and I'll share more about some of the products in a minute, but I want you to hear from Marissa now. Marissa, I know you were muted, but if you can take yourself off mute and share a little bit of your story.
Thank you, Severin. So Severin and I actually met a couple years ago. There was a KD, for my sorority, a KD alumni event for wine and wellness, and Severin came and spoke with us about healthy nutrition and eating. And I, as you all know, I've been super passionate about that for so long now. So I went up to her afterwards and started talking to her about health coaching, and we've developed a really bonding and special relationship. So I've been in contact with her for a few years now, and she introduced me to Juice Plus. And at first I thought, oh, I'm a vegetarian. I eat, enough fruits and vegetables all the time, so I don't really need it. But that is not the case. I actually recently have found out that I have candida, which is a buildup of yeast in your gut, and I've also had some bad bacteria. So even though I was eating mainly a fruit and vegetable plant-based diet, I still ended up with certain conditions that don't allow you to thrive in your life. I experienced a lot of fatigue, a lot of different random symptoms like tingling in my arms, just something new every day. So it kind of clicked with me because I don't like to take medication. I needed to ramp up my nutrition. There was something that I was missing. Not only that, but a primary source of my diet was with potatoes and rice and bread. So a lot of carbs, which feeds the yeast that I have. And I wasn't getting all of the nutrition, that 7 to 13 servings of vegetables a day that I really needed for my body to adjust. So I'm so thankful that she shared it with me. Since taking Juice Plus, I've noticed that my energy levels have increased drastically. Normally I take a nap every day after work, and I haven't felt the need to do that. The fatigue is decreasing, and I just think it's such a great product. Like she was saying, it's just fruits and vegetables in a capsule. So you can't really beat that. I mean, your body knows how to process fruits and veggies already. It's not chemical, it's not synthetic, so you're not putting anything that's really hard for your body to digest. And I know that I'm getting more nutrition, especially with my condition right now. I have a very restrictive diet, so I have allergies and sensitivities to a lot of fruits and vegetables already. So I have to cut those from my diet, and I know that with Juice Plus, I'm able to get more nutrition in with it. So that's a little bit of my story and how I met Severin and how Juice Plus has helped me.
Thank you, Marissa. Really appreciate you sharing your story. We both discussed it, Marissa and I, that the challenge is getting enough fruits and vegetables into our daily diet. And I don't know that you would believe this, but the average American consumes less than 2 servings in a given day. And I know I have a photo of a child, but that's across all ages in our country. And so that is a big issue. And the reason why it is such a big issue is we know that 75% of all chronic disease is preventable. This is by Dr. William Sears, with a diet rich in fruits and vegetables. And you can see below that Dr. Sears is listed above, but 150 doctors and over 4,500 studies have proven this exact same thing. And I have reviewed at least 100 different articles and studies showing that more fruits and vegetables is the key. And 7 to 13 servings is the recommended daily allowance for, according to the American Cancer Society and the American Medical Association. So it's not, Marissa's ideas or Severin's ideas. This has truly been proven. And if you're dealing with any kind of chronic illness, that could be high blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, cancer, you know the range. You need to be on the high end of that 13 to 17. If you're an elite athlete, you need 13 to 17 as well. So it would be great for us to all hang out at 7, but that's still hard to do. But most of us even need more because we're struggling with some kind of chronic illness. And it may not be severe that you're on medications, but it might be fatigue, like Marissa was mentioning, and how many of us struggle with getting through the day without a nap? That's pretty common, or at least that slump in the afternoon. So fruits and vegetables are the challenge. And that's why we decided to partner with the Juice Plus company. Again, their mission is inspiring healthy living around the world. And I am so excited about these products because they are only fruits and vegetables. Their entire product line is right here on this page. There's 5 products, basically. You'll be seeing one more in a few minutes. It's brand new. But each of these products, just pay attention, are all around getting more fruits and vegetables into their clients' bodies. So at the top, you see some bags. There's a red, green, and purple bag. Those contain gummies. Right below them are the capsules. And most often, the adults take capsules. And the capsules provide you with whole food, plant-based nutrition, whether the red bottle is for the fruits, the green is for veggies, and the purple is for berries. We'll talk in a little more detail in a moment about which particular fruits, veggies, and berries. But that's kind of like Jetson food. You're getting fruits and vegetables in a capsule every day. That's best for us as adults to take the capsule. We created the gummies for the children, and children can get Juice Plus free. We consider a child to be 4 years of age till full-time college. But we have mothers, nursing moms feeding this to their babies because you can open up the capsules and put it into the formula. So it is perfectly healthy for pregnant women, children, nursing moms, all the above, all the way up till seniors, because it's just food. In the middle, you'll see some bags, a chocolate bag and a vanilla bag. This is the macronutrition. The fruits and vegetables are micronutrition. Macro is all about getting you some protein so that you have energy throughout the day. They have a plant-based protein powder. It comes in chocolate and vanilla. They also have plant-based protein bars you'll learn about in a moment. This particular powder is used by MD Anderson Cancer Hospital, and it is very well proven to be effective for cancer patients who need to build back up their protein and their bone structure. On the far right is our fun tower garden, and this is how you can grow fruits and vegetables on your back deck or patio. And even the gardeners in my life love it because it complements their outdoor in the soil garden. This is no soil, it's just run with water, minerals, and oxygen. Pretty fantastic. I'll tell you more about it in a moment. So the product line is all around fruits and vegetables. So you can probably see why Marissa got so excited and wanted to share this with her health coaching clients and her friends like you all today. This is the actual fruits, vegetables, and berries that are included in the 3 blends. And what they did was they chose the most nutritious fruit, the most nutritious vegetables, and the most nutritious berries to include. And I'm just going to draw your attention to the garden blend in the middle for a second. Can you imagine if every day you ate beets, tomatoes, spinach, broccoli, cabbage, parsley, carrots, kale, oat bran, and rice bran, all that was gluten-free? If you got those in your body, you know intellectually how good you would feel and how effective they would be for your diet. So when you take the capsules, it's the exact same thing as if you were eating those fruits and vegetables. They've just made it into a really easy to consume format. So notice at the top it says Juice Plus helps you bridge the gap. And I like to say bridge the gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. We all want to eat more fruits and vegetables. It's just hard, like I mentioned. So this is a way to bridge the gap. In our family, we take the red, green, and purple every day. And if you want to get started, some people start with just the red and the green in the beginning. That's our starter program. But the Vineyard Blend, the berries, is very, very important for those who struggle with diabetes or in cardiovascular concerns or finally inflammation concerns. I'm sure you've read about the power of berries, which are filled with antioxidants to neutralize inflammation. So we can talk more details about them later, but this is a good visual for you. I wanted to mention more about the plant-based protein. This is the macronutrition. 100% non-GMO plants, which actually that's true of the last visual as well. Every batch is tested to be sure there's no extra pesticides, contaminants, and every farmer they work with has been certified as non-GMO, many of them organic as well. So they're getting plant protein from soy, water washed soy, very clean. Do not get worried about soy because 95% of the soy in this country has been genetically modified. This soy is organic and it's water washed, very minimally processed. And this has been tested by MD Anderson with cancer patients. So we feel very good about the authenticity and the effectiveness of the plant-based soy. Chickpeas, English peas, rice, and tofu. So they blend all that up and they have a great source of plant-based protein. They also have a lot of fiber in this blend, which is the difference between some of the older and or what I would call traditional protein powders. They were whey-based. They had a lot less fiber. So if you look at the nutritional facts, you'll be amazed at how much fiber is in this product. And the fiber is coming from rice bran, apple fiber, and all the ancient grains listed below. You will love this as a on-the-go snack or meal. I use it after a big workout, and I also use it for breakfast each day. This is the nutrition bars I mentioned, the same blend that we just looked at. It's just on the go. You can get that in dark chocolate and fig or tart cherry honey. I always have one in my briefcase and purse. I love that they don't melt too. And you can see they're very reasonable in price. You can grow your own veggies. I love this with the Tower Garden. We just finished here at my home a Tower Garden presentation this morning because everyone is excited about growing their own food right now. It's springtime in Atlanta. It's beautiful. And we have a tower full of different leafy greens. And this particular unit was designed by the chief horticulturist at the Disneyland exhibit. Fascinating technology called aeroponic growing. So you may be wondering, how much does all this cost? Tell me more. So what I want to point out is the average American spends about $3 a day on a cup of coffee, and or they go out to eat lunch with their counterparts at the business or at their office a couple of times a week and spend, $10 or more. So we feel like the Juice Plus products are very reasonable and cost effective for families. So I use the red, green, and purple. You can see it's about $2.38 a day. I can assure you it's much less than the $300 a month we used to spend on my pharmaceutical drugs, and it's only food. Some people get started with our starter program, as I mentioned, the red and the green, and that's about $1.50 a day. And if you have children between the ages of 4 and full-time college, you can cover a child to get Juice Plus free if you sign up as the adult, maybe even a grandson or niece or nephew as well. You'll notice that the protein shakes are around $2.05. So when I replace a meal, I can do that for about $2 a day, and I can't go to lunch for that, obviously. So they're very reasonable. You just have to figure out how to work it into your budget. I had to use my grocery budget and kind of do some playing around with maybe eliminating some not so healthy habits like Diet Cokes and putting in my Juice Plus. My husband had a Starbucks habit, so that was easy to replace. So again, the products are really simple. You've probably noticed that they're only fruits and vegetables, whether you have them in capsule or gummy or in a protein powder, or we can grow your own with the Tower Garden. I didn't go over the pricing for the Tower Garden, but Marissa would be happy to get that to you if you're interested. It is a fantastic system. I also want to introduce our brand new product. It's called plant-based omegas. And what they have done is many people are taking fish oil today, or they have in the past. And there's lots of concern about even Creole oil because the fish are finding traces of mercury in them. And the oil sometimes that you take when you take fish oil has actually been compromised due to the method of putting together the capsule with the hot oil treatment. So Juice Plus decided that there was a real need for a plant-based omega. So you can see by the visual, they're taking seeds from pomegranates, seeds from raspberries, and buckthorn berries. They're also using the algae that the fish would eventually eat when you get fish oil, and they're taking it before the fish eats it. So it's tested. Every batch is tested just like the other Juice Plus products to be sure that there are no contaminants or heavy metals. And this is just a great tool to get omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9 all in one tablet. Can you imagine? In the old days, you used to get 3 and 6 a lot in your fish oil, but now they have a combination of all of those omegas. And what you should know about omegas is omegas are very good for brain health. If you struggle with ADD, ADHD, or you have children that suffer with that, or anxiety or depression, those are all brain health conditions. The other things that we know about omegas is that they are very good for reducing inflammation. Some people have seen weight loss due to adding omegas, definitely a healthier weight and better digestion and reduction of inflammation. So I love the new omega blend, and we would love to share more information with you if you'd like to learn more about it. I want to close this out by just saying thank you for taking the time. We promised to only take 20 minutes of your time, so we tried to be very succinct. But I did want to finish out by having Marissa's contact information for you. This is her website, her email address, and her phone number. But what I'd like to say before we turn off the recording is that hopefully you've learned some new information about how you can get fruits and vegetables into your family's diets in a very easy to consume format. Also, we would love for you to think about who in your life might enjoy learning more. When I heard this presentation the first time, I thought of my father who was struggling with prostate cancer. I thought of my friend who has breast cancer. So we would love for you to share those names with Marissa and let her get in touch with them and share more information on these products, because we know that some people need hope with their health. The final thing that I'll say is that Marissa has decided to join us and share this product with her clients, and we are looking for other people to share these products in your circles, your friends, and your network, because it always seems that there are more people that need to know about this product, and we would love to encourage people in their health and their finances. So let Marissa know if you'd like to learn more about that, and we would be happy to share more information. So at this point, I'm going to turn off the recording and open up the line for questions. But I